Atiku in fresh trouble as People's Democratic Party elders make new demand amidst also with Wike. This PDP, I hope they will get it right before the election. This one, there is one crisis today, another one tomorrow. Who are these elders again making demands on Atiku? The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, has been faced with another dilemma, and some elders of the party made new demands ahead of the 2023 general elections. City News Nigeria understand that the former vice president is currently struggling to pacify Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike, and that one is not ready to yield any ground until his demands are met, and his aggrieved camp members, including state governors, that demand follow Wike's grievance on what he counted as a betrayal of his personality after events that happened during and after the PDP presidential primaries and national convention months ago. However, Atiku's effort and that of the leadership of the party to settle the issues have yielded no positive result yet, because they are not telling themselves the truth. Amidst the internal crisis, Elders Forum for Atiku 2023, a political support group within the nation's main opposition party, protested at the Abuja residence of Atiku. Nigerian Newsland reports revealed that the elders during the protest insisted that Atiku must revisit the composition of his presidential campaign council. Look at what they are. They are not even providing solution to the crisis on ground. They are looking for, you see, it's all about chop by chop. What is in the composition of the presidential campaign council when there's a bigger problem ahead of them? The party, those that are supposed to work for the party, those are supposed to come together in unity to make sure that they fight this thing. They are bringing their own elders council or elders forum, bringing their own on the composition of the presidential campaign council. If it's not about chop by chop, why will they be talking about one composition? Well, the major demands of the party stakeholders was for Chief Raymond Dekwesi to be made the Director General of the Atiku Presidential Campaign Organization, APCO 2023. Wow. Some of the inscription on the banners carried by the forums, according to news, was that we want Dekwesi to remain the champion of the presidential campaign, activate the presidential campaign without delay, allow the DGs to choose their deputy directors. Well, I don't see this as a major problem. I don't see any need for them to even carry placard. It's for them to sit down and agree on what and what. PDP, honestly, I'm sure they are not ready for 2023 presidential election with all this that is happening within the party. The Elders Forum warned the presidential hopeful not to allow the event of 2019 to repeat itself. They reminded Atiku of how the former governor of Ogun State, Bengadade, who was his then Director General for the Atiku Presidential Campaign Organization, and defected to another party. That is politician for you. They are like chameleon. They just change their color. In the morning, in the afternoon, they wear in another color. The forum also, in a letter signed by its national coordinator, Pa Lawrence Okoji, and the national secretary, Mr. A.K. Peters, stressed that they believe in the capacity of the party to mobilize and work with everyone for the success of the People's Democratic Party at the 2023 general elections. The letter read, with the Elders Forum for Atiku 2023, right to protest the composition of the directors and deputy directors at the National Campaign Committee. We strongly believe that proper considerations were not taken in arriving at those appointments, as not all the deputy director generals are duly committed to this matter. When they are not committed, how did they get the nomination in the first place? We believe that competence, loyalty, sincerity, experience, and resilience in the struggle should be the essential ingredients that should have been considered in the selection of the directors and the deputy directors. We therefore strongly request that His Excellency should revisit this development and do the needful to spare us a Bengadane Part 2 in this 2023 presidential run. The statement added it is on record that from national sensitization To the success of the presidential primary, the galvanizing role of Dr. C as leader of the Presidential Technical Committee cannot be undermined moving forward. City News understands that the forum made the letter available at Atiku's residence in Abuja. Speaking with journalists present at the time, Okoje, who led the forum members, insisted that People's Democratic Party needed Dr. C to coordinate the affairs of the Atiku presidential campaign technical committee campaign organization. He said that even before anyone identified with the Abubakar Atiku presidential ambition, Dr. C took it upon himself to mobilize support for the candidate and carried everyone along. Okoje added that the forum, with its coordinators in all 36 states and members across the grassroots, was ready to work in all the polling units for the success of Atiku. Well, if they are ready to work for the success of Atiku, they should put their house in order. These elders should advise Atiku and Tinubu to go home and take care of their grandchildren. Atiku is a political yo-yo, only interested in himself. I am ashamed of Southerners rooting for him, not minding the zoning in the party he has succeeded in tearing down. As they denied Wike presidential ticket, which was rightful the turn of the South, let Wike demand for the chairman of the party and it will be given to him, as simple as that. Nobody has monopoly of power. It rotates. They have seen your value. Don't be cheap this time around or be deceived. Well, PDP crisis will come to an end very soon because those memories that were angry will reconcile soon. They are campaigning for their party internally and people are making noise and carrying news that is not helping the party. Can Dr. C mobilize anybody in the East as part of the South-South? I doubt. All is about having access to the looted money. You talk Daniel defected in 2019. As Atiku be consistent as well, he's been on the political prostitution. I know it's not about the country interest, but how to share the national cake. That is what they are all after. Nobody has the interest of the generality of this country. Instead of protesting Atiku's election and appointment to vital position of People's Democratic Party, we should just thank God for exposing Atiku and his continuation of the Fulanization agenda. He has not won the presidency and he has started subverting the GDT dictatorship and one-man show. This is not allowed at all. If the tide doesn't change, I'm sorry, PDP will lose 2023 presidential election. Well, the election is around the corner, the permutation is ongoing, and the person that will win already, Allah Almighty knows. Well, what is your take on this? Is it right for the elders to be talking about the person that will run the campaign, or they should be talking about how they will harmonize the grievances and bring the solution to it in PDP? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my channel. Thank you.